Good morning, children. Welcome to the online classes for the 16th period. So, in this class, we are going to discuss the topic related or the remains in the social stratification. So, last topic for this chapter, that is the problems of untouchability. So, regarding the development of untouchability or the meaning of untouchability, yesterday we have discussed in the 15th period, but the problems related to this untouchability, that we are going to discuss in the today's class. So the major problems we are going to find related to the untouchability are, there are 4 types of the problems we are going to discuss in the major part. So among that, the first one is the untouchables, or the people belongs to the untouchable, they having the lowest position in the social strata. These people, that time, according to the Varna system, these people are kept last position in the social status or the social culture, social status. So how? The untouchables occupy the lowest position in the strata of the caste-based society. So you know that Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Shudras, and these untouchables are coming in the 5th stage. So totally they are kept out of the society on the basis of the caste system. According to this, you know, the Manusmriti was written. According to the Manusmriti, anyone who touches, any person who touches the untouchables, that is called as the Chandala. That person is going to call as the Chandala and he has to undergo purification many times. So earlier, you know that the people are going to follow some water to purify the people. They are going to get getting the bath. By getting bath, they are going to get the purification for many times. As per the Vyagrapada or Vyagrapada Smriti, if an untouchable person, if person belongs to the untouchable, comes within the
distance of the tail of cow with a untouchable, that he could be purified himself with the bath. If one cow. So the next point, in the lowest position in the social strata was, we are going to see towards the Malabar region. The people belong to the Malabar region. There also we are going to see the untouchability was followed. And the untouchables who are going to prepare the footwear toward the Malabar region, they were barred from the using them, this type of work. And they were not allowed to use the wells or touch the wells, tanks, cemetery. So these are not usable for the untouchables that was followed in the Malabar region. The untouchables again were expected that to carry the night soils and dead animals, and some filthy jobs were done by these people, because they are belongs to the lower position in this caste system, according to one of the writer by the name B. Kukfe Swami tells to us. So again he tells us that they were assigned, these people were assigned to the lowest possible position in the caste system. They have followed the method that these tribal people are belongs to the lowest caste of this Varna system, and their birth was the main reason for getting these types of restrictions in the social mobility of this period in the ancient time. But it was not went for the long period. It was changed, that we are seeing today. So the next problem related to the education. These people who belong to the untouchability, they were kept out of the education. These people are kept out of the education. They were not allowed, these untouchables were not allowed to take the education for centuries to the centuries, not for a single year. So hundred of years were not allowed to take the education. They were not supposed to listen even the Veda recitations. They were recite them also. Even they not having the permission to listen the sounds of the Vedas or the Agnas, which were followed by the other upper castes. And according to them, they were barred from learning the Sanskrit language also. They were not allowed to learn the Sanskrit language, and they were not supposed to learn about the religious matters or religious texts related to the castes. They were not allowed to mix with the touchable children. Even the children who belong to the tribal, they were not allowed to mix with the touchables. That type of system was followed in this period, and they were not followed. They were not allowed to listen the teachings. Not following, but even not allowed to listen the teachings, because the profanity attached to the untouchable, they were kept out of the ambition of the education. They were thinking that if these people are getting the education, they will complete their ambitions. So the upper class people want to keep these people out of the completion of their ambitions. That was the system followed in the Varna system. So another side, we are going to see in the modern period, there were the changes occurs in the India due to some good personalities have given the rights to the tribal people also. That we are going to learn in the next point. So see here, the education provide, they are thinking that the education may be going to provide an entry into the development of demanding ideas among the tribal people. They may get the skills by learning the education. They may going to fight for the justice. Who? The people belongs to the tribal community. So this is the main important development in the Indian context of the context we are going to see. But in a democracy after independence, the individuals have the rights now to decide on the personal issues. We are having the personal ambitions. We are going to fight for the personal ambitions in the democracy now. It was not there at the time of Varna system. All should have the skills, and all should have the skills to think logically themselves and act as like them. There is no restrictions for making any kind of act. Hence, that time, one of the person by the name, hence the Ambedkar fought hard to make the people realize the importance of what is education. So he has given the opportunity to the untouchables to get the education, and he was thinking that it is the right of the all people who belong to this earth to get the right of education. Having the realization by this person the importance of education in individuals' life, Ambedkar argued in favor of education as the public property. It is not a individual property. Due to such a revolutionary act, ideas, thoughts, Ambedkar could come up with the more provisions and the directives in the draft version of the Constitution of India, and he is rightly called as the chief architect of the Indian Constitution because he has provided the right to education for the all common people who belongs to the Indian land. That was the main thing. Not only one educational right, all rights were given to the all common people of the country. That we are going to see in the second part. So this is the problem and to are solved, but again we are getting the problems. Next one is the denial of property rights. Denial of property rights. So that time even the rights to the untouchables were not given, having the rights for the occupation of the property. Only the rights were there to the people who belong to the Kshatriyas, Vaishyas and the Brahmins. They are having the rights to get the occupation of property. But traditionally these people were not allowed to any property and were expected to serve their masters. Because the upper class people, they want to they want to show they are the master for these people. Now, citing the denial such a rights in the Dharma Shastras, the untouchables were denied property rights. This inhuman and the violation of basic human rights was followed in the period of the Ancient or the Varna Vedic period. So, it was not called as the human rights. It is one kind of inhumanity was followed. And they have violated the rights of the common people or the human beings who got birth on the earth before this constitution. Now, fourth point or the fourth problem is denied political participation of rights. Denied the political participation of the right was also the fourth problem related to the what? This people belong to the untouchability. So in the traditional political systems, untouchables were not allowed to participate in the political activities. They are not allowed to any activities related to the politics. During the British rule, these untouchables got few political rights or the few political points. Due to the effort of the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, the untouchables could get opportunity in the politics and the administrative areas. And after the independence, we know that reservation was brought effect in the electoral of constituencies and for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes which were earlier belonged to the untouchable community. So this system was followed by the British government by taking the help of this person. Next, the Indian Constitution provides commitment for the eradication of the untouchability was the important point, which itself was the unique in world history. It was not the history belongs to the India, but it was the history belongs to the world. That type of changes were made after the 1947, and our constitution is an important from the angle in the all types. As a result, many legal measures were followed in the Indian constitution to have been implemented up to the eradication of the untouchability practice which was followed in the India. So these are the four problems or the major problems we are finding related to the problems of untouchability in India. So next point, that is the last topic related to your social stratification. There we are going to learn what are the legal measures were made by the government of India after 1947 to eradicate. So the meaning of eradication means it was removed. It was going to remove. That to remove the untouchability, some steps were followed by the government of India that we are going to learn in the next topic. So the next points are the legal measures to the eradication of untouchability in India. So the government has stopped. The government has followed some steps. Some steps were followed by the government of India to control, to get the control of what? Untouchability. To eradicate the untouchability, it has followed some movements. It has followed some skills for the government to control it. So what kind of measures have taken by the government of India? That so untouchability as a social problem has still remained in spite of the lot of efforts were made by the leaders, like the people, like not only a single person was fight for this untouchable community or untouchables. So one of the first person by the name Jyotiba Phule, who was the first fighter, who was the first movement starter related to the untouchability, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar and many other people have fight against this, but still today also we are finding the problem related to the untouchability in India. So it has remained alive. So it was not dead till today. It was remained alive in the Indian societies till today also. Hence, many legal provisions have been brought to get eradication of this untouchability system from the society by the government of India. So, the first changes we are going to see, it was made or written in the Constitution of India, that is Article 17. Article 17 says to us that the Indian Constitution provides the untouchability. The government of India has implemented Untouchability Offence Act. Offences Act that was also followed in the 1955. So this Offence Act means they are giving the punishment to the people who are following the untouchability system in the society according to the Article 17, which was followed in the year of 1955. It was a very important question or important point that coming for the 1 mark questions. So they may be asked the question related to the 1955, or they may be going to ask the article related to the provision made by the government related to the untouchability system. So it may be the article, it may be the year, in which year the article was forward in India for the Untouchability Offences Act. So according to this act, the protection of civil rights, it has followed the Protection of Civil Rights Act was implemented again in the 1976 when the Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister for India. So again there were the changes after 1955. We are going to see the changes was made in the 1977 at the period of Indira Gandhi, that is related to the civil rights or giving the protection to the civil rights of the common people or the citizen of India. And you know that the necessary changes was made in this act, which was followed in the 1955. 1955 part was changed by adding some points, and it was followed in the 1976. According to this act, the practice of untouchability is a crime. It becomes the practice of untouchability is going to be called as one of the crime, and the universal right to the vote and participate in the election has been also provided to these untouchables. And moreover, the reservation has been given in the field of education after the changes made in the 1976, and the employment for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes along with the backward classes also followed the reservation system to these classes. Now the SC and the ST prevention atrocities were followed. According to this act, it was followed in the 1989. It was followed in the 1989. According to this act, we are going to see the Atrocity Act has given some specific responsibilities toward the government of India to eradicate the untouchability again, which was there remain in the society. Like this, the independence of India has taken several measures to ensure the equality among the all castes of the society, to develop the unity among the all castes of the society, to make the unity and to eradicate the diversity related to the society. That measures were followed by the India toward the all citizens of India. So, in the last page, 85 page number, we are going to see some points were given for the related to the social stratification, that this was given in the quotation. So once you can see there, Article 15, 16, 38 and the 46 have given the idea, the prohibition of discriminations among the Indian citizens. There we are finding the discrimination. These all the articles are related to the discrimination points toward the citizen of India once you read in the house. And second point, Article 16, Part 4, Article 320, Part 4 have provided the reservation in the employment for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribes. That was written in these articles. And Article 330, 332, 334 provide the scheduled reservation for the scheduled caste and the scheduled tribe. That was provided in these three articles, 330, 332 and the 334. And fourth one, Article 29 declares the educational facilities related to the scheduled caste, backward classes and the scheduled tribes. And the last point we are going to see in this, this Article 25 has given the right to the all people to enter toward the public temples. Every person is having the rights to enter to the any temples belongs to the India. So these are the some points we have to be learned. These are important for the 1 mark questions or for the MCQs we are finding in the annual exams. So by this way, today we have completed this topic related to the social stratification point, the social discrimination, social differences. Now I thought that you got an idea what is the meaning of this social stratification, what are the main divisions we are finding in the social stratifications, problems related to the untouchability and measures taken by the government of India toward the untouchability. By saying these points, Today I'll stop this lesson, and this is the last point related to this social logic, and you can call it as social stratification point. Thank you.